All right, that's enough music. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and mostly just gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's draft lottery for the upcoming fantasy football draft for the League of Extraordinary Jackasses on August 17th. I am your host, no longer the commissioner. Those duties have been passed off. However, I do still host this annual draft lottery, and tonight we will determine who will be picking where in the upcoming draft. It was quite a eventful season, which began with a tumultuous offseason, nearly resulting in the expulsion of one Ricky Nicolai, who survived by a 50% vote. One vote would have done him in. However, he rebounded and had a strong season, ended up winning the entire league. So those are the breaks in the rock and roller coaster league that we play in. Anyways, I do want to touch on some changes we have this year. We have a new commissioner. His name is Jeffrey Calvert. He's off to a mediocre start. We'll see how he handles the responsibilities as the draft approaches. We have one exiting general manager. JJ Nemitz is no longer with us. Something about not caring or missing the draft, but anyways, replacing him is the dynamic duo of Graham Corrigan and Howard Lieback. They've been together since, well over a decade now, and high time they got a team together. So welcome to the league. I think you'll be pleased with the name they chose. I think it's pretty funny, but of course that will be revealed when their name is pulled from the hat. How we will operate tonight, we have 14 teams inside this hat. You can see them, maybe not. I don't know. There's little pieces of paper in here. This Philadelphia Phillies classic New Era hat in honor of the exceptional deadline moves that our fabled general manager pulled off tonight. Tonight's draft is presented to you by Red Stripe. Hooray, fucking football. All right, so this is how we'll do it. We will pull a name out of the hat. The first name I pull will pick 14th, as we have 14 teams in the league this year. And we will proceed down until we get to the final two. The first guy pulled out will be 14th, the next will be 13, and then so on and so forth until we get down to the final two. And we'll continue proceeding that way, so I don't really even need to mention that. So, let's just get started, because this could take a little while. Glad to have you all here with us, and should be a good season. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to not having to listen to anybody complain. So, without further ado, here we go with the 14th pick in the draft coming up in a little over 2 weeks now. Pretty close to 2 weeks. The 14th pick will go to Howl's About a Title, managed by Alex Hal Reibstein. He will have the last pick in the first round, which isn't always a bad thing. Now we get into the picks that nobody wants. Number 13, 13th overall pick in the League of Extraordinary Jackasses this season will go to Long Dist Relation. That is a team managed by Brett Yaloff and Alex Fleischer, and of course it's in reference to Brett Yaloff jumping ship and moving to California on a hunch, I guess you could say, and he will be managing from afar, but I'm sure his opinions will be made to a fault, actually. I mean, beyond what anybody really solicited. The 12th overall pick in this upcoming draft goes to... these papers are abnormally tight this year. Something to look to improve on in the future. Sacco's Natty Daddy, coached by Josh Hardy. That's a tough spot to be in, but I think he'll be just fine. The 11th overall pick will be Pass the Hamas, managed by Graham Corrigan and Howie Lieback. Yeah. Pass it indeed. The 10th pick in this year's upcoming draft will go to Spider Y Banana, managed by Mike Lopretto. Now, he gave me a name that was probably double that character length. I had to make a executive decision to close it to something that could actually show up on his team window. So Spider Y Banana. Yeah. The 9th overall pick in this year's draft is awarded to How Dat Ass Taste Sam, managed by Ricky Nicolai. I don't think Mr. Kessler is going to be too happy to see that one be pulled out of the hat, but, you know, those are the real intense rivalries we build after having this league together for so many years. I mean, Ricky and Kessler, I guess they just have some past beef that, I don't know, I don't want to get into it. But anyways, the 8th overall pick in the draft will go to yours truly, Michael Sam's A-Gap, managed by the former commissioner and current ordinary manager Samuel David Moore. Now, we are halfway through the lottery proceedings. We will recap where we stand right now. Picking 14th will be Alex Reibstein. 13th, Brett Yaloff and Alex Fleischer. 12th, Josh Hardy. 11th, Graham Corrigan and Howard Lieback. 10th, Mike Lopretto. 9, your reigning champion Ricky Nicolai. 8, your former commissioner Sam Moore. And here we go with the 7th overall pick. There's still some notable names left there, as Mike Purkell's usually somehow in the running for number 1 every year. I don't know how that works, but must have made a deal with the devil. Number 7. Bay, just Google it. That's Luke Porter's team name in reference to the fact that Brett Yaloff asks a general group of people who will not take him seriously the answer to various simple questions like, what's the definition of the word taught? What time is the draft on tonight? All sorts of those things kind of tie into that one. So Luke will draft 7th. Number 6, the 6th pick will be presented by Sid Onett, managed by Drew Kotler, the bastard stepchild of Sid Onett. That was his team name last year. It's nice to see they get a feminine touch this year. The 5th overall pick will be selected by this team, and that'll be Turd Ferguson by who other than Sam Kessler. Keeping with the general theme of poop and toilet related jokes, you have to admire that kind of tenacity. The 4th pick will be chosen by, we're getting into the home stretch here. I bet everybody's just holding their breath. Savi's Ed's Tiki Hut, managed by Andy Ritterman. And that leaves us with just 3 teams remaining. It looks like Calvert and Lundy are still in there. Perk is still in there, as well as I'm not sure, but whoever it is definitely knows at this point. 3 picks remaining. Here we go. 3rd overall pick goes to the Pre-Madonnas, managed by Brett Waters. Congratulations on him coming up with a name that doesn't suck this year. That's in reference to, of course, Brett Yaloff thinking that the term prima donna meant anything before the song artist Madonna. You take that as it comes. So now we have 2 teams left. It'll be Mike Purkell's team, we'll go figure, and Jeff Calvert and Mike Lundy's team battling it out. This team that I pull out will pick 2nd. I repeat, this team will pick 2nd. And they are I pulled my dick out, managed by Jeff and Mike, and that means that for an unprecedented, I don't know, what is this, the fourth time in like 6 years? The first pick, you can't script this shit. The first pick in the 2014 League of Extraordinary Jackasses draft goes to the Lost Dispenser, Mike Perkel. Of course, he doesn't know how to spell dispenser, so he spells it with 3 E's. Well, that'll do it. We've got a pretty good lineup here. Let's show it one more time so everybody can see. And should be a good draft. I hope the first 2 players get injured, unless one of them is McCoy. And that'll be it. We'll see you all on August 17th. Arrivederci.